You got to be kidding me. Incredible. You cannot believe what I just saw. You cannot believe what I just saw. One thing to be preempted for the World Cup. I'm actually fine with that on some kind of weird level because it is the World Cup. Maybe I can live with the College World Series. Probably not. But at least I was not preempted for what is currently being aired on my other employer's network right now. Namely, trick bowling. Not bowling. Trick bowling. Yahoos jerking off at the lanes. Trick shots. I mean, that makes trick shots in pool look like the Super Bowl. You cannot believe, literally go to ESPN and watch what I'm watching right now. If you're at work and you haven't hooked up your Sling Box, get in your car and drive home. You don't want to miss this. I just saw a guy at a bowling alley facing the pins, turn around, bend down, and with the ball in both hands, push it through his legs, facing the wrong way, a football center basically, looking to hike a ball, and try and get a spare. And one guy was able to execute, and the other guy was not. And also, they went with a little bit of that hook, a little bit of that English to curve. That's on TV right now. That's not only on TV, but that's on a pretty prominent network nationally. If you bowl, you're a loser, and that's a fact, and basically everybody agrees with that except those who are the losers who do it. However, if you're somebody who attempts trick shots, where does that leave you? And better yet, if you're one of the paying customers sitting in the alley watching that, where does that leave you? I understand that if you've got 9 networks or 15 networks the way they do, you got to carry a lot of product, a lot of content. And again, I don't want to bite the hand that feeds. All right? They put me on the air. I'm proud of that show. I feel like I've earned it. And I'm going to bust my ass and keep doing it until they tell me that they'd rather have on Big Dog Air or Trick Bowling. But there's Trick Bowling on right now. They're televising guys snapping bowling balls down the lane. The long bowling snapper. It's not even bowling on TV. I got a problem with that as it is. Trick bowling. Wow. I got to admit, I'd never seen that before. And I wish I hadn't. Incredible. I'm going to go wait for a reprimand from somebody. The beautiful thing about ESPN is they never, ever tell me what I can or cannot say. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. How long do you need to be at the bowling alley before you get bored enough to say, you know what, I've just mastered this game. I got to start working on some trick shots. I need to master this. The snap down the lane. How many non-filters and long necks do you go through before you can execute or convert that spare? I mean, that's what the 4-year-old kids do with the bumpers and the rock and roll and the strobe lights do at the bowling alley. They bend over like they're hiking the ball and they push it through their legs. That dude's like 32. Right? That's what little kids do at bowling parties. Hold on, I got to see what Richie Allen's got. He's going to convert the 710 with 2 balls. That's incredible. He just did it. That was awesome. And he crossed him over. Let me tell you something, Rich. No way you should be able to do that. Do you have any idea how much time that guy must put in to be able to execute that? The only thing worse than this is I'm watching it and I'm not changing it. That guy almost knocked it out, too. How hard could it be, I guess? And when you don't make it, they get that giant family feud X. All right, this cat is setting up a pin halfway down the lane. That guy's got ink, so he's cool. He's one of the cool bowlers. He's got ink. Oh, I get it. He's got to go around the pin that's in the lane with your backup ball. You can't go with your primary ball. That's different. That's really weird. That guy's got game. He used his backup ball. I promise you I will never do that ever again. I just was astounded. Like, I'm supposed to do the job, and if I see something, I got to keep going. But I just could not get that out of my head. Go back to ESPN News. I've had enough. Now they're going to convert the 1-5-10 with a backup ball. Yeah, but what about the lane conditions? Out.